Yeah, just incredibly proud of the performance because we were hoping for a reaction from Sunday's defeat, and that's what we got tonight. We got an incredible team performance that had everything from desire and hunger to defend for long, long periods. And then, of course, it's been a long time since we've scored 2 goals in a game. So I think that showed us that we've got players that, you know, that they can capitalise on chances that they create. And, you know, when you play against top teams, you're not going to get many chances. And I think that was showing our efficiency, that when we do create a chance or two, we can take them at this level as well. Yes, spent a lot of time in the lead up to sort of organisation and vocally commanding moments, and sort of the idea of passing on marks versus just tracking it. And I think we saw that tonight. I think there was a group of players that were determined to sort of work towards not making it an individual type of defensive performance. It was sort of the collective responsibility to pass on things and be compact for long periods. And honestly, a lot of the things that we worked at during the week came out in the game, and that's really pleasing for me as the coach. I mean, it's like having another coach out there. We rely on her. There's a physical component to playing as a goalkeeper at this level. When you're as old and wise as she is, and I mean that in the nicest possible way, it's amazing when you then put your experience to, to the game plan, because you're taking on the ideas and then bringing it to the forefront in a game. And quite honestly, you know, it's really hard to imagine life without Maddie, and nights like this just sort of make you think about how lucky we are to have her. And that's sort of really sort of my feeling tonight, is that those types of performances, like, she deserves that, and she's probably not had enough credit for all the things that she does in her career, and I think we're starting to see people take notice of her, which is really good. So we're tallying up points, and we've got like an internal competitive tally that we have in our heads, and we don't really share that with anyone, but we've got a sort of model that we're using. And, you know, last Sunday we didn't win, so we knew that this weekend we had to collect points. Now we've done that on the front end. It takes off a little bit of pressure on Sunday, but the ambitious group that we are, we've got an opportunity, you know, a carrot for Sunday, where perhaps there's not as much pressure now. And that's sort of the way that it works in points soccer, that if you do your work early, you can potentially enjoy the journey at the back end. And that's probably what we're hoping to do, is do our body of work early, and then sort of go into games where you don't fear that failure is going to bring about all these horrible emotions of past failures and things like that. So we're in a really good place right now, but it's come through a lot of hard work and a lot of determined seniors in many ways, because of course they're driving a lot of the expectations every day at practice. Yeah, well, I think momentum is a big thing in sports, and I like to think that we have that right now at home, and we do need people. It's a big stadium and it's a great place to come and play, but I think that we make it difficult for teams to come here and play, and that's probably because of the style of play that we adopt. But of course, having people in the stands to see some of that style would be really rewarding for the group. So we ask that people consider it, and if this is going to be a really good year for us, and so far it is, that we want people to be there and see it, and that'd be a nice touch for this group as well, if they have people watching them more.
Oh yeah, credit to the defense, absolutely. I think we've talked, especially after an unfortunate game against Missouri State, you know, bouncing back, just about communicating within the defense and like having each other's back. We all have ups and downs days, and so can we just give our best effort for our teammate and be the perfect teammate? And that happened to be a good night for me tonight. And I mean, my defense puts their body on the line day in and day out. I think it's a stat you don't really see, but block shots we probably lead the nation in. And so obviously they save my butt a lot, and so I'm just happy to be able to return the favor when I can. That's all I care about.
Just setting up for a goal kick like any other goal kick, and I was abnormally tired in the moment, and I told myself, if this girl gets the ball, I'm going to step to the ball, and then I'm going to score. And then she got the ball, or she didn't, I actually got the ball. And then it was just me and the goalie, and I was like, oh, I now have to score. And so then I just looked in the corner, and I was like, I'm just going to hope for the best, and then I scored.
Well,
that was it.
You manifested that.
Yeah, I did manifest that, actually.
I mean, I've scored one prior to that, but I honestly don't mean to do that. It just happens to go in, so. But yeah, just happy that it fell the right way, and then we got a 2-0 lead that we could hold, and we held that the rest of the game. So
Your service has been great all year, though, to be fair.
thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big weekend for us. We get 2 home games, which is awesome. It's absolutely amazing to be able to play here at home. And then we have a short turnaround on Tuesday game for a makeup against UIC. So we've said take it game by game, day by day, and just capitalize on every moment we can get. Obviously, we want to come out of this weekend in an amazing spot, and I think this was the first step to doing that. But yeah, it's just about the little things and day by day, and like you said, keeping the momentum going with us. So you guys want to build on that?
I feel also we do have 17 seniors on the team, and we know only 5 more games are guaranteed, and we don't want their season to end. None of us want our season to end. So when we put our bodies on the line, when we're playing for 90 minutes, the starters, the subs, the bench, like everyone's hyped up to keep us going because we don't want this to end, and we don't want these 17 seniors to leave, and we want to go as far as we can. And I feel like Missouri State was a little setback for us, but now we bounce back, and hopefully we can keep the momentum going from here.
I think that just in those moments, you have to remember that you don't want to come off the field and look back and think that you could have done something more. And I just think it's important to remind yourself that you only have 90 minutes to do what you can, and resting when you can rest, but not when we're in the run of play. Like, just those little things are really important to us. And following your man, like having your teammates' backs because we know we're all tired. We just focus on that and honestly just watch the clock run down and just know that it's going to be over soon, and just do what you can while you're in.
I mean, I think it's just exciting. It's an exciting time to be around Indiana State soccer. I mean, scoring goals, defending our 18 with our bodies on the line. I mean, the energy is there. I think today, game like today, it was a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun to be a part of it, and I don't know, I wouldn't want to miss out. So.
I say mostly we just look forward to home games. We've defended our home field this whole season actually, and we want to continue to do that. And our bench, the fans, everyone helps. So probably people coming out, that just helps us even more.
I mean, we haven't lost at home, so that's a really good reason to come watch us play. And we plan to continue that. And I think watching soccer is fun. It doesn't really stop. It's a continuous game. And I think that we're fun to watch play soccer. So you should come watch.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.